Hello, this is Cindy with Cindy's Kitchen, and today I am in Washington, the state of Washington, with my sister Susie, and she has a beautiful farmhouse, and she also has a YouTube channel that you can check out called Foster's Farmhouse. So Susie, what is Foster's Farmhouse all about?
It's all about me being at home as a homemaker and the things that I like to do, which is gardening. I love to garden. I have a vegetable garden. I also have a perennial garden with annuals that I plant along with container gardening, and so just a lot of things about gardening. And I also love to do cooking and baking and some home decor, mostly holiday decor. I love to share my ideas, and I learn from other YouTube channels, so I'm just kind of sharing stuff that I like to do.
Very awesome. So it's a very peaceful show that she does, so I often put it on when I just want to be calm, and she has a lot of creative and cool ideas, so check that out for sure. But today we decided to do a program together on Blackberry Jam. Yep. She lives near Green Bluff, which is, I'll let her tell you about it, but I come here every year and I am so excited to go to Green Bluff because it's got all these farms. Where are you guys going?
Blackberries.
Blackberries, and what else?
And peaches and blueberries.
What are your favorites?
Blueberries.
Blueberries.
And blackberries.
And yes, yum.
I like peaches. I like to eat.
Me
hate
too.
peaches.
You hate peaches? How can you hate a peach?
Green Bluff is an area in the Spokane County area in the state of Washington, and it's a wonderful place where we love to go and do U-Pick, and they just have all kinds of wonderful fruits and vegetables, and we like to support our local farmers, and we know that the food there that they grow is healthy and good, and the soil up there on Green Bluff is known for producing good sweet fruits. There's something about the soil.
I can attest to that. It's excellent.
Yeah.
And the blackberries were bodacious.
Yes, this year we went and picked blackberries because this is the time she came this year. That's what we could pick. We picked peaches together.
Right.
And we picked raspberries together. And this year
Raspberries are amazing also.
This year we picked the blackberries, and they were big.
They're really big. And
very big.
so anyway, we're going to make some blackberry jam, and there's several ways you can do this. My favorite way is to can them straight up because I actually have to put them in a box and ship them home because I fly home on a plane. It would just cost too much. So I just do a flat rate and get them home. But she has a recipe she uses for freezer jam. So I'll let her tell you about that. But anyway, let's just get started. Okay, Susie, how do you make freezer jam?
Well, it's pretty simple. I just go to the grocery store and get the Sure Jell brand pectin. It's in a pink box.
Georgia.
And I just follow the directions. And instead of the cooked jam where you cook your crushed berries and sugar on the stove, there's no cooking involved. And I don't even need to do the bath because I try to avoid that in the summertime because it's so hot. And this is just more simple. So I just follow the directions. It's basically putting the pectin in, and they tell you to mix it with water and stir the pectin in the water on the stove and they tell you how long you need to dissolve that on the stove. And then you pour it into your measured cupped berries and add sugar and stir that all together for a time. And then you add it into some sterilized jars, and you put the lid and your bands on, and let it set on the counter for I think up to 24 hours, and then till it sets, the jam sets, and then you can put it in your freezer. And it will also, you can put it in your fridge, but I think they say it'll only last 2 weeks, but that's not true. It lasts much longer than that. So it does keep its original bright, brilliant color.
Yeah, it's definitely brighter, and it definitely tastes really, really fresh.
It's very fresh.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I made cooked jam And I started with 10 cups of fresh fruit in my sterilized jars, 8 jars, pint size. And I had those ready to go. I blended the berries in a blender and pulsed them. And then I poured those into a pan with a half a cup of sugar and the box of pectin. And I brought it to a rolling boil. And once that was at a rolling boil, I added the rest of the sugar, which was a total of 4 cups. So once all that has been boiling for a solid minute, a good minute, you're ready to put that in the jars. You want to make sure you get it to that boil and you cook that additional minute for sure so it sets. I use the
Wide mouth
funnel.
Yeah.
And put that on the jars. It really helps keep the mess down. And I filled them up to just leaving a little bit of headroom at the top, maybe a 1/4 inch or so. And then I use a butter knife. You can use a chopstick, works really good too, to get the air bubbles out around the side. You push it down and get the air bubbles out, clean the rims really good, and then put the lid on top of it, the sterilized lid, and then you can screw on the ring. And you just want to tighten them so it's snug. You don't want to overly tighten them. Okay, so now they're ready for the water bath. This container here that we used fits 4 of them, so I did this twice, and I put 4 pint-sized jars in here, dunk them down so they're immersed completely underwater in boiling water. Put the lid on and let them boil for 10 minutes. Once that's done, you remove them out and let them set until they seal. And you'll know they're sealed when they don't pop back up. And you can often hear the pop to know that they've been sealed. So with the freezer jam, do you need to worry about a seal or anything like that? No. So that's another positive with the freezer jam. It's just less fuss all the way around. So anything you want to add to the jam making session?
I think that's good. I think just make sure you follow the directions. It's pretty easy. If you follow them, jam's easier than you think it is.
Yeah, it is easier. It can be very intimidating for a lot of people, but don't give up. It's yummy stuff and way better than store-bought. So anyway, I think it's fun too. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.
Bye.